ready?
Howdy.
Are you ready?
Lottie Dottie. A Lottie Dottie.
What's up, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another edition of Our Take. I am your host, Farrah Derr, and this is my co-host, Mr. T.T. Thompson. What it do?
And and how are you doing today? What's going on, Derr?
I'm awesome. I am awesome.
Good, good. Good to see you. You seem to disappear from me for about a week or so in them streets. What you been doing in them
Yeah,
streets?
I was out in the streets for a little bit. You know how I do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had some things I had to
Mm-hmm.
go do. Had to go chill with some of my sorors. You know, you be chilling with your frat all the time. You know what I'm saying? So let me
Here
do
we
my
go.
little thing. You know, so went out of town, had a good time. But I mean, hey, you had something to do. Yesterday. Or gonna say happy anniversary to Mr. and Mrs. TT. Happy
Yeah.
anniversary.
Can't do that without the other one. Let's just make that straight.
What?
Can't do that without the other one. So, thank you. That was number 24. So, our brother was smart enough to try to remember to get married in the year 2000 so you never forget what your anniversary is. So, I was smart enough to pull that off. This is 24. Let's hope there's 25, the God willing, and see what
Many,
goes
many
on.
more. Yeah, I had my
Thank you,
son
sir.
in 2000, so I'll never
You know
forget how
exactly
old
how
he
he
is.
is.
Whatever year it is, that's how old he is. So pretty much. So 2000 was a good year when it comes to
2000
that.
was a good year. I'm
Yeah,
telling you right
yeah.
now.
Yeah, it was. Welcome, Mr. Adam. Appreciate you joining. Appreciate you coming on in with us this evening. So let's see. We got a lot of stuff to get into. Who's out for a week? I see you over there repping a little merch over there. I see that. I see that
You
hat.
see what I'm saying? I got a little merch on. Everybody can see what we
Okay,
what we
y'all check
doing.
it out. We're
You
gonna,
know what
we
I'm
gonna have
saying?
something out for you people, but he gonna rock it right now and show you how we about to do this. But looking
Exactly.
good. I see the hat. I see you. I see
You,
you.
sooner or later it'll probably go really well with my championship chain. However that go, whoever it go match the chain perfectly. Throwing it out there eventually. So we'll see
Yeah,
about that another time.
yeah, you can throw that out there all you want to, but we'll get to that in just a little bit. We'll let you feel
Mm.
yourself for a little bit, but we're gonna get into it. NCAA ain't nothing else to it but to do it. NCAA football. It is time. We
Yes.
had our final AP Top 25 poll that finally came out. Had some games we're gonna cover that went on this weekend. We're gonna get into them too, but we're gonna go over that top 25 real quick. Whew, final rankings. How you feel about it?
You know how I feel about it. You know how I'm feeling right now. You know I'm disappointed, upset, aggravated, but as long as Alabama didn't get in, I'm good.
What?
I'm an SEC person, and I represent my conference to the fullest. But they did not deserve to get in there, so I can't get mad at that. So
I'm gonna
everything else is whatever it is.
I'm gonna sip
So
my tea on that. And we're gonna get into that on how they may be feeling about it. Who the hell knows, and really, who cares? But we're gonna talk about it anyway because that's what we do.
true indeed.
So we got the top 25. No surprises. Oregon, they're undefeated. I mean, what can we do with it? I
True
mean, let's
indeed.
be
True
real.
indeed.
I know you're upset. Let me get my camera right. I don't feel like all the people can see me. I'm a little vertically challenged. But now, Oregon, Georgia, Texas, Penn State, nothing really out of the ordinary. Notre Dame, Ohio,
Hmm.
Tennessee. But you know what? SMU did crawl up in there and got their 10th spot. They made it up in there, after they got Molly Wop, but that was a horrible game. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. South Carolina, man, y'all almost did it.
Listen, don't you almost me. We don't almost. This is not horseshoes. This is not horseshoes. Either we in or we not. And they didn't put us in there. So, but we do go to, listen, uh, December 31st, Orlando, Florida, the Citrus Bowl, the highest ranking bowl outside of the tournament there. We're going to be there against Illinois. And I already got the text messages and the calls. Torrence, are we going down? So we may have to do a show from Orlando
I'm
from the
gonna tell
Citrus Bowl.
y'all do got the Citrus Bowl, but no disrespect. That's
Oh, here we
basically
go.
the
Here's it.
NIT to me. The not invited tournament. All them other
Oh,
bowl games, that's what they are now. The NIT of football.
well, we listen. If you know about South Carolina sports, a few years ago in the early 2000s, we were the first team to win back-to-back NIT titles in basketball. So we're taking championship. A championship is a championship for us right now. So,
I'll let you have it, whatever you want to do with it. But you up in there, number 15, Clemson. Y'all, at least y'all got your in-state rivalry. Y'all beat them. They came in at 16.
but then in the
BYU.
tournament, it don't make no.
They
Sorry,
won. They won. It was rules to
sorry,
this, Torrance. We knew the rules.
sorry, sorry,
We knew the
sorry,
rules.
sorry,
They won.
sorry.
They won the freaking ACC, which tell you how trash the ACC is. But we'll talk about that. Y'all see the rest of the roundabout. Colorado 20. What they at? 23. They up in there. That kind of made me mad. I'm still upset about Colorado, but hey, nevertheless, top
That's a
25.
short ride to the Alamo Bowl. It's right there in San Antonio. It's a short ride
It
down the
is,
road.
and
Go
that's
down there,
actually going to
catch
be
it
a
out.
really good game. So don't trip on it. But we're gonna talk about that game in just a little bit. But Mountain West, we're gonna start out with some of these weekend games that we did have. Some we could care about, some we don't. But the Mountain West, they came out and they, Boise State did what they had to do. They beat UNLV.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's hard
What
to
you,
be. It's hard to beat them boys in that blue field. And UNLV had to go. The luxury of being from Vegas to go into Boise, Idaho, is a whole different animal. It was proved to be so. And that Gency, whatever it's, I don't want to disrespect his name whatsoever because he deserves all the
Genty.
respect. He did everything he was supposed to do, and I am
Genty did
in awe
plenty.
of his skills. Genty did plenty. You are exactly right, and he did this thing, and they won a championship, and that helped him. That helped him. We can talk about a
Ah,
little bit later, but that helped him get to where they need to be.
yeah,
So what he
boy,
go?
did it.
But what you gonna do now? What you gonna do now,
We're gonna
Boise
see. Now
State?
we're gonna see. We're gonna see what they're gonna do. What's up, Jacqueline? Thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you. But it's gonna be set up for them. We're gonna see how Boise State, come out. Honestly, I think they're there, but I think they're gonna lose. So that's just my take on it. But we'll get
There's
there.
a lot of teams in that just don't need to be there. They ain't gonna lose. They're just there because they got there by mistake. But we ain't gonna talk
Yeah,
about that.
pretty much. So we're gonna see how that work out for them. But next up, we do have the what was it? Big Ten championship. Oregon beat
You, you,
Penn State.
Oregon has been the best team. Excuse me. Oregon has been the undefeated team in this nation, and I will have to give them credit
Yes.
because they actually played. They played Ohio State. They played Penn State. They did as tough as they could get, even though they're in their weak conference and nobody else played anybody. So they wasn't running away from nobody, and they've been the number one team all nation all year. Go Mighty Ducks, whatever.
Yeah.
Quack quack. I can't even give them a quack. Go to quack.
Oh, hell no. We ain't even quacking for them. But,
Oh, okay.
they're up there, but I know Penn, yeah, I thought Penn State could, do something, but they didn't. It
Penn
is what it
State has
is.
not beaten a highly ranked team. They have not. Franklin, the
They're
head
not
coach, can't beat
nifty.
nobody that they're not
They're
supposed to
not
beat.
nifty.
They-
They're
no,
not
they're not.
nifty.
Well,
They're not being nifty.
yeah. Congratulations, Oregon, on winning the Big Ten championship or whatever that's supposed to mean this year. So that's all I'm gonna say about that too. I'm not even going to that.
Ah, Lord, here we go. But hey, there it is. There it is. And then we ended up with the SEC championship, which I know he don't even want me to even talk about. I mean, we gotta cover it. They're power 14. Yeah. SEC champions, Georgia. They
Listen.
beat number 2 Texas in OT. That was a good game, man. Listen,
Oh, it
you
was
didn't even
it was
think
a
you
really
didn't
good
think
game.
Texas was gonna be even gonna be there with them.
No, but the only reason they were with them because Georgia had a freshman quarterback playing.
And
That's the only reason. So
and it don't matter.
no, because if Georgia was healthy, we talk about it another time. Texas should not have been on the field with Georgia. Texas
That's true.
hadn't proven to me. Well, they don't have to prove that to me. Let's make this clear. They hadn't proved to me that they can win tough SEC competition yet. Because the only tough game they played was Georgia, and Georgia beat them twice.
Well,
twice. I mean,
they proved enough to the to the people who were picking them
they were
picks.
ranked number. They're ranked number two. They couldn't have fallen and go nowhere. They played in the championship game. Where are they gonna go?
Nowhere, and it was set up that way. What you gonna do? So it
You
is
just
what
gonna
it is.
gonna
I
have to
didn't
live
want
with it.
them to win, but we're gonna talk a little bit more in regards to them getting in and not having a quarterback. So we'll get to that in just shortly. Definitely. But the ACC championship, I'm highly disappointed. Um, it just shows how whack the ACC is. I'm just gonna be honest and throw it out there. It is what it is. Clemson. They won.
Well, I'm gonna say this. It ended up being a good game. I don't know if you watched
It
it.
did. I did. I was
I
off and
was
on it, but I was in there.
I was sitting there at a formal event with my wife and my mom, and I had my little phone in the corner, watching the game on the phone. Kind of keeping an eye on it. And SMU came back. It was a great game. Clemson kicked a 56-yard field goal, which that dude ain't never kicked a 56-yard field goal in his
He
life. That
did.
was
He
just
did last
adrenaline.
weekend. He did Saturday.
He did what he's supposed to do. Now I'm not going to talk more about it. I'm that right now. I'm on one side. I'm going to say this: Clemson has lost to the SEC champion, and they've lost every team they played in the SEC, but they're in the 12 because they win that whack conference.
Yeah,
I'm, I'm
I
keeping my
honestly did
I'm a
not
calm it down.
believe. I didn't think the ACC was this bad until this tragically happened. So I'm like, I've been in denial. Yeah, whatever. But I'm starting to see that ACC got a lot of work to do.
You're a basketball conference. just
Yeah,
just live with it. You're a basketball conference, and one
yeah,
of, if not the greatest basketball conference, but you're a basketball
yeah,
conference. And
yeah. We're gonna
yeah,
have to let it
and
go.
I mean, we can be disappointed Clemson won, but we can be even more disappointed that the mighty ACC lets SMU.
Right? Come and run it. Torrence done froze on us. We'll give him a second. Ding ding. You
I'm
back?
here.
Hey. Okay, it froze for a second.
Yeah, so SMU did what they're supposed to do, but they wasn't supposed to be there. They wasn't supposed to be in the ACC championship game.
They just
Nowhere.
wasn't. They wasn't, but I
But
was rooting for them and I was glad they were there. But then to go and
me too.
just get tore up like that. I mean, it was a bad first half. Ended up being a good game, but the quarterback, it was almost like SMU just got stunned. Like, oh, shoot, I'm in the, okay. The
In
first
the
half. So,
championship. Oh my
but,
God, what's going on?
they in it. I'm glad they made it, but Clemson winning, I'm like, oh God, it doesn't say much. Just doesn't say much.
Didn't
That's
say much, and we're
that's
not going to
all.
talk anymore about. But I'm gonna roll with SMU in this tournament. That's what I'm going. My dark horse. I want them to run it through. That's who I want. So let's just see.
I'm running with it too, but they play anything like they played against Miami. That's not gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's. They're gonna get put out first round. Like it is what it
Who
is.
did they play? I don't. We talk about later, but I think they played Penn
Well,
State in that cold weather.
yeah, they
They
played Penn
kept.
State. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, it'll be snowing in Happy Valley. The boys they know how to play the snow. They
That
from Texas.
quarterback from Texas, man. Oh, hang on. And I don't think it was cold when they went to Syracuse. In the
And
ACC. So
Syracuse was inside. It don't make no difference if it's cold. They play inside the dome. It don't matter. Shoot, Penn State play outside. We'll see what happens when they
well,
go outside.
we're gonna
So
see what happened, but we'll talk about it shortly. But the final 12 team college football bracket came out. Oh yeah, we skipped over Arizona. Let me get him a little picture. My bad. It don't even matter. There you go. Arizona State.
let me tell you,
Yeah.
there's
No
there's more
no no
people in the
shade.
There's more people in the podcast that was in the stadium down there at Jerry World when they played the championship. Who in the world was from Arizona State or Iowa State watching that game? That was free tickets. You're gonna go and get your free tickets to watch that championship game. Who was there? I just want to
Nobody.
know. But
So I
Arizona State
skipped
came
them.
in. They won the
My
championship.
bad.
Good for
Sorry I skipped you guys. But it don't matter. What's up,
them.
Paul?
That's
Appreciate you
right. You
coming
better
on and joining us tonight.
better represent the mighty Sun Devils of Arizona State. That's all you need. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that part. Okay, so on to the next. Since that was in, yeah, I skipped that picture. Should have. Didn't need to show it because should have been Colorado. But anyway, Final 12 team CFP bracket reveal came out. I look back at our little bracket stores. We were there. Only people got knocked out is Alabama and Miami that we had on there. Which I'm glad. Hey, I'll take that Alabama loss, but Miami, it is what it is.
So, so getting into this and talking about the, what up, Paul? We talking about the brackets and everything, and I know people are talking about it. I'm gonna say this: the whole hubbub was about SMU and Alabama, and they were talking about if SMU does, Alabama should be blah blah blah. Why weren't they talking about Indiana? Why weren't they talking about Indiana who ain't played nobody if they played SMU? Why are they talking about teams, those other teams that are sitting there that hadn't played nobody and the schedule was horrible all year? But they wanted to get SMU out of there and sneak Alabama in there. First, as we talked about, Alabama didn't deserve it. If you're going to lose to an Oklahoma team by 20-something points who barely won 6 games, you shouldn't be nowhere near it. If you lose to a Vandy team that only won 6 games, you should be nowhere near it. No disrespect to Vandy whatsoever, either one of those. You should be nowhere near it. So, I'm glad SMU is in there. I don't see tough matchups. I mean, we're going to look at it a little bit, but those first round matchups going to put me to sleep. I'm just telling you right now, I don't see nothing that's going to make me want to really watch this thing. But you tell me something different, Farrah. Maybe you see something I don't see.
Man, listen, you just gave your take. And I ain't got nothing after that. You heard? Shit, what I got to say? All I know is Nick Saban ain't there, so that must be the reason Alabama didn't get in. Somebody didn't have enough money to. Yeah, they didn't get in. I'm glad. I hate Miami's not in it. Simply because I like the quarterback, but they dropped. It just ended up just a bad situation for Miami. So I'm glad Alabama's not in, but yeah, I can't do nothing with your take. You went on ahead and said what you had to say. Nah, Tennessee versus the Suckeyes. Good gracious. Alabama should be in. Man, go ahead, Paul. Go to bed. Go
All
to
that.
bed. Go to bed with that, man. See, there you go. What's up?
Paul, he can't,
Tell me.
he can't even explain how Bama's supposed to get in there. Because if you're going to talk Bama, you still got Miami, you still got Ole Miss, and you still got South Carolina. And that means we done brought 4 teams in this conversation. Bama was not the best of the 4 teams. They
He
didn't
said,
play. Yes.
Torrence, don't even cater to Paul right now because Paul still think Michigan should be in there because they won 4 straight damn teams against top ranked teams. He think they should be in there, so it's okay, Paul. We love you anyway. We love you anyway. Come on in the room. But Bama's
But
not there. Okay, so top 12. There we go. Let's see. I was a little, yeah, that was kind of crazy. So we'll see how it goes. I don't think they're going to be boring games like you're saying. Good gracious, give them a chance,
okay,
man.
so you're going to tell me you're going to sit there and watch Clemson versus Texas. For real?
What?
Why? For what
Bama
reason?
is better than Indiana, not on paper,
Yeah. Not,
because we feel like it. They
well,
reckon they
I
better.
agree. I agree, Paul. Bama is better than Indiana, but Indiana was smart enough not to play anybody, and Bama wasn't smart enough to lose to people they wasn't supposed to lose to. That's all. That's all it was.
They're gonna
So
have to figure this
Indiana
out.
was horrible.
They're gonna have to figure it out. They just gonna have to
Juicy
figure it out.
matchup.
We gonna get to
Clemson
the
and
match.
Texas
No,
and
no,
juicy matchup.
don't let him lure you. He's luring you in. Don't let him do it. We're gonna get there because this right here about Georgia. Hmm. So I definitely want to talk about that real quick. I ain't fooling with Paul. Go ahead and fall into his little trap. He coming on
I'm
here
not gonna go
starting
there.
that stuff. So
I'm
Georgia's
not gonna go.
in
My fault.
with no
Yes.
quarterback,
Yes.
but I would say
Yes.
that Florida State can fight somebody right now. Nobody remember last
Okay.
year. Is it me or everybody done forgot that Florida State should have been in last year, but they lost their quarterback. There was no CFP championship game to get you automatically in, and who got who got left out of that Final Four? I guess you would say the last year as that went. So I think FSU got something to say because Georgia got in and they ain't got their quarterback, and
But
they lost.
I don't. Wait a minute. Let me remember this correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Florida
Go
State
ahead.
lost their quarterback. Did Florida State lose their quarterback in the ACC championship game, and that was their
Nope.
only loss?
Nope, they lost it before the ACC championship game. He wasn't going to play. It didn't even matter whether they won or lost. They still should have won. And they actually, I believe they won. Paul, let me know. Fair, yeah, I'm trying to tell you, they were supposed to get in, but and the reasoning was because they didn't have their quarterback. The starting quarterback was done for the year. Ain't Beck done?
Well,
Ain't Beck
well,
done?
the difference in this, and I'm not defending Georgia nor Florida State. The
Come
difference, and
on.
that's why I asked the question, was if they lost them before, and then they went into the ACC championship and won, versus Georgia lost theirs in the halftime of their championship game and still won. Is it comparable? Maybe on a slight.
Come on.
Now, last year Florida State would have made it if there was
Florida
12
State
teams.
won the conference. They won their conference last year. So tell me how is it different? They won the conference. There just wasn't any playoffs last year. What's the difference?
So
They got
the
in. They didn't
difference.
get in last year in the Final Four. You had
Listen,
to make it in
I'm
those
not
four. Oh, come on. I can't.
I'm not a fan on either one. Last year, Alabama had enough money to pay enough people. This year, they didn't. We all know the truth.
Well,
We all
leave it at that.
understand.
Because FSU got shitted. Period.
Well,
Period.
they must have still been wiping because they surely do nothing this year.
They didn't. Everybody got in the portal and left. They were mad. Shit. They got
The rest of the team must have got hurt. The rest
That's
of the
all
season.
I'm
That's what
saying.
happened.
There's a lot of bias going on here. That's all I'm saying. They really gotta pay that attention. 13-0 and no bid. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm like, it's go ahead.
They did lose one game last year, didn't they? I'm just gonna say I don't remember who it was, what it was. I don't care. You were right. I felt robbed last year from because they thought Florida State would have no chance with no back, which they didn't because they lost their bowl game by 70.
And Paul talking about Georgia's backup is better than Beck. He may be, but he was a freshman, and we didn't know. We didn't know till he got in there.
Well, I knew because he was back. He was going to South Carolina and he switched at the last minute with the Georgia, so I knew how good he was. I didn't, this is just his first time playing. But guess what? It don't make no difference if you go have to play. I guarantee you ain't gonna win when you play this time. So we'll see what happens. When people prepare for you, it's different. But you're right. Florida State has a gripe, but what they gonna do about it? They didn't back nothing up this year to say they deserve anything.
But they gotta really. This is an unfair bias. They really got to do something about this unfair situation because next year it could go a different way, and they feel like they're just doing what they want to and letting in who they want to. Strength of schedule means nothing. Clearly,
I know. I know that didn't mean nothing. Who you beat didn't mean nothing.
Yeah.
You beat the you beat the ACC championship on their field a week before, and it don't mean nothing. Oh, sorry, that's a little South Carolina bitterness. So that's that bias right there.
Clearly, but we're gonna move on along. We're not even gonna keep going on. We're gonna get to a couple of the bowls that we're gonna see, and I picked this one because this our show. That's what I wanted to talk about. Alamo Bowl. I sure am. Number 23, Colorado will be playing number 17, BYU. Should Boise get a bye? Man, listen. We will get there, Paul. Just a second. Nobody should have a bye. That's my opinion. But hey, I think nobody should have a bye. Add 4 more teams. Let's get it.
Before I start, I'm gonna shout out my mama in here. So I'm gonna have to be respectful because my mama here.
Thank you for telling me. Hey, Mama, how are you doing? Thank you for joining this evening. Thank you, Aretha. What's up, my cousin Paula, Miss Vasquez on here, TT.
Give me a P.
P.
That's my girl right
yo
there.
soy Paoya.
Alamo Bowl. So can I expect us to be live from the Alamo Bowl in San Antonio? You going down? What's going on?
Listen, we're going to talk about this December 28th. It's a Saturday, 6:30. We got time to even roll out on that morning. But how much them tickets there? Do you know, Dion? You got to hook up?
You probably can find some tickets at a good price. I mean, first, who they playing? BYU. So
they are, but it's still a hype to see Shedeur. Shedeur still about to be the number 1 pick. We have the Heisman about to be playing, and they're supposedly playing. Okay, so yes, this is going to be a highly sought after game. Why are you tripping?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but you can probably find tickets, and if you go My wife's in Colorado. She wants to see Shador and
Well, let's look
whomever.
them up. Let's
But
look them, see what's up.
yeah,
Let's look 'em
I'm
up.
trying to go a different way. I'm trying to go somewhere else for another reason. You understand where I'm trying to. We'll talk about that another time.
Man,
I'm trying to get to Orlando to the Citrus Bowl.
Man,
I'm trying to get to South Carolina, Illinois.
Go on down there to see South Carolina play whoever, whatever. I'm trying to see the number one pick and the Heisman Trophy winner that's going to get announced on Saturday. But anywho, Colorado, shout out to them. They about to win this Alamo Bowl and let all their players play and show them how it should be done. It's going to be a spectacular game. I suggest everybody watch this guy. Thank you for joining, Monica.
Listen, man. My mom. Hey, Ma.
I just seen her name popped up.
I'm on the podcast, so I can't call you. I'll call you after. You better get me in trouble with my mama. Hey, so you can see what I'm doing now.
I'm sorry. We're going to get you out of here soon so we can make sure you get to call your mama back. We don't want no problems. We don't want no problems. But we're going to move right on along to playoffs, round one. What you said is so boring and you ain't watching. So let's see what's up.
Let's see what's up. Let's talk about it.
Let's see what's up. Let's talk about it. Let's see. Playoffs. Let's check out Texas and Clemson.
Seriously?
I mean, what's wrong with Texas and Clemson? Like, I'm trying to understand.
First is too much orange. There's no place you should be in one place with all that orange in these places. That's number one.
It is pretty orangey.
That's too much orangey. So it's first, but now we gotta watch it. As I said earlier, a Clemson team who barely made it in there because somebody else lost. In the ACC championship. But when they got there, they took their opportunity to win. I can't argue with Dabo on doing that because he's a master of winning that conference. Okay, give him that.
Clearly.
Then you got a Texas team who can beat everybody else except Georgia. They can beat anybody in the country they play except Georgia.
Sometimes it be that way.
Georgia beat both of these teams, both Clemson and Texas. So this is the Georgia Bowl right here. And so I don't care about either one. Clemson, I want to see how Clemson will come down to Austin and see what they play. And I want to see if Texas is going to really step up and beat a somewhat good team this year because they hadn't really beaten anybody. That's all I want to say.
Clemson is not what I would say a somewhat good team to be able to beat. But hey, if that's what we're rolling with, we'll roll with it. But Texas
they're the ACC champions.
Yeah,
okay.
They are.
Okay.
They are. Texas ain't physical. Clemson might have a chance, right? Unless, they play, Manning and let them air it out. That's all I can say. But we're going to see. Ohio State and Tennessee. Now, come on. Now, Puerto Rican Prince and Ohio State, at least the halftime going to be good. Everybody love Ohio State band.
Fair.
Stop hating.
Fair.
It's not going to be a bad playoff. Jeez.
First, let's be honest.
God.
Other than your Polynesian Prince dude, how many Tennessee games did you really watch this year?
I actually watched a few of them. I did. I really like them. I think they're an up-and-coming team. I really like Tennessee. So, come on, shoot me.
And number two, Ohio State, the only thing they're hoping for in their life, if they win, because if they don't, that poor coach that lost his job after getting to the playoff because he done lost to Michigan. Anybody who loses to Michigan should get fired this year.
Torrence,
Any coach who team lost to Michigan should get fired.
You're going to have to let this anger of South Carolina not making the playoffs go.
No,
Everything ain't boring because South Carolina ain't in the playoffs.
But this is not a good game. I don't even think this is the best matchup because I think Ohio State going to come in with a vengeance on the Tennessee team that I don't know. I just don't know about. I know they got a great running game and they got good defense. I've seen that, but I want to see what happens. And maybe that's all it needs to be. That's all you need to beat Ohio State. That's all Michigan. A running game and defense.
All these games are 40-42 overtime, and all you can say is it was a good game. Shut up. Prove me wrong.
Well, or it's gonna be 75-3, and you're gonna be sitting there getting something, making you a frozen daiquiri at halftime because you're gonna be like, "Well, I'm watching."
Not a bad idea at all.
Well, that is actually a solid idea. Telling the truth, that is kind of.
You know what I'm saying? Farrah got good taste. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Thank you.
Of course, he
Thank
thinks so.
you. Ain't
Of
nothing wrong
course.
with Tennessee. You're just such a hater right now, but it's all gravy. South Carolina, maybe
Too
next year. Next year's y'all
too much
year.
orange. This ain't
Next
got
year's
this ain't
y'all
got to do with
year.
South. This ain't got nothing to do with South Carolina. I'm just telling you. I would rather see Ohio State play Texas. I would rather see a Tennessee Clemson matchup
But
because
you
that would be
made
a better matchup. That's what I wanted to see, but they didn't do that. That's all. I don't have nothing against the teams. I just don't like the matchups. That's all.
okay. Ohio State would have been better playing on the road. Them boo birds will rain down if they start slow.
If they lose,
They
they're
may
gonna need a
have.
coach.
I mean, like, what's wrong with the matchups? Is any good second round matchups? Like, okay, Arizona State could play Texas. Um,
Come on, sis. Even your face said that. Your face like.
Oregon could play Tennessee. Um, Boise State could play hopefully SMU. Uh,
So
quarterback, running back. Shut up. Give it a chance. Georgia could play Notre Dame. Maybe. All right, I
please,
get it. I get it.
thank you.
Okay, okay, okay. I like
The
to be on
whole
the
thing is
positive sides of things, but damn.
the whole thing is this. I don't mind the 12 teams, but I thought they should have not seeded them like that and then make better matchups the first couple rounds and
I think
everybody plays boom boom boom.
the matchup would have been better if a couple losses didn't happen. How about that? The
We can't
ranking
talk
got
about what
all
could happen.
out of whack. The rankings got all just discombobulated for God's sake.
So we didn't even go talk about Indiana Notre Dame. Like who go you gonna
Oh
is
yeah,
that you gonna watch that?
no, we're here, we still here. You was just going on SMU and Penn State. S shit, SMU and Penn State towards
That is that's the only game I'm going to watch because I'm excited to see the frozen Mustangs, the frozen Mustangs versus the
man.
Nittany Lions.
Ain't
I
that
want to
dude
see if
from
that
South
offense will work in
Dallas?
the cold.
Ain't that quarterback from South Dallas? Ain't no
Dude, they know what
man.
cold is.
Ain't
You
no
don't know what
damn
cold
way.
is about to be. So I want to see
Man,
that.
I don't know about SMU winning this at Penn State. That's all I'm saying because it's too damn gum cold and these little. We may see, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what this quarterback is made of. If he can play in this cold weather. But that's the only hope. Dang, Torrance. Paul,
You
help
with me?
me. Paul,
You
help
I'm
me.
telling you those matchups are horrible. The only reason
Ah,
Paul excited because Tennessee in there. Other than that, he
that's
gotta
I think
understand these
that's the
matchups.
reason why you are not happy is because your team ain't in there.
I don't care
But
about the matchup. We didn't make it, and that's legit. That's fine. I just don't like the matchups. The matchups are boring, and you even had your look on your face. So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
ugh.
yeah. I can see how it could get there, but I think the final four will be interesting, depending on who makes it.
Let's hope so. Let's hope
And
so.
then the matchups are
Let's
going to
make
be
it.
good. Good gracious, man. It's just a Debbie Downer. But anyway, Indiana Notre Dame. Let's hear him get through this one before he. Shit.
The
I
the
know.
battle
Brian,
of
I'm going to
it.
stay
The bat.
positive.
The battle of Indiana. That's all I can say. Notre Dame and Indiana. The battle of Indiana. That may
Yeah.
be something interesting from that people in that part of the country. Go whoever wins. Go Notre Dame. That's all. Just go Notre. I
Say
ain't even
go.
gonna talk about it. Go
Go
Notre
whoever wins. All right,
Dame. Go
pony
whoever
up,
wins.
damn it. All right, we are done with that. Wow. Didn't know he felt that way, y'all. We do this raw, just raw. Just raw.
Horrible.
Yeah. He
Sorry.
they didn't cut your hair at the barbershop after that. If you was up in there talking, they put you out.
Yeah,
Anywho,
dog, you gotta go.
you gotta go. Heisman finalists. Now, hopefully you're okay with these.
Let's talk about it. Who are the
Now
four
let's
finalists for the Heisman?
so the four finalists shall be Dylan Gabriel. We know why he is there. He's at Oregon.
Oregon.
Um, I'm gonna say the best for last. Cam Ward. I mean, they ain't had nobody else to throw in there. They could have swapped him out with Shador for all I cared after them couple mishaps he had, but they didn't.
Okay.
Ashton Genty, which we know he is very deservingly so for this runner-up trophy if they had it, but they don't. Travis Hunter, we already know. Go ahead and get your trophy. Go on up there, boy. Go on up there on that stage. Get that thing. I heard him. I saw an interview where somebody was asking him. He was saying that he was so. What would he do if he won the Heisman Saturday? And he's like, "I'm gonna cry. I can tell you that now. I'm gonna cry. I came from nothing. You know." He was like, "I'm the first to go to college. I have an opportunity where my family doesn't have to ever work again. Those type things. So he's very proud. He has a 4.0 GPA, so he's not dumb. But he's a first generation college student, and now he's about to break all kind of barriers. He's doing something no one else has done, on a college level, and then probably going to go straight professional and do it. So yeah, hands down, we know who winning is, and that's my take on it. If anything else happened, I'm gonna break somebody else's TV, not mine.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I agree. My take is I agree with you. The reason I agree with you is because Genty had such a great year, but he has not done something that has never been done before. We can name 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 running backs who got over 2,000 yards.
Basically,
Ron Dane, Ricky Williams. We can just keep
he did
naming
it
people.
high. He did it high.
You know, so he did that. But that Hunter gentleman, yes, there have been people like Champ Bailey that has done it, and we're gonna also speak of the Heisman Trophy winner from that school of Michigan that played offensive defense. That Woodson kid, he did it. But nobody has done it at the level that this kid's done it. Nobody's done it with 10, 11 touchdowns, almost 1,000 yards receiving, 5, 6 interceptions on this side. This dude has done something that nobody else has done in the
This
way
old
that
Emmett
nobody else has
Smith
done
in
it.
Florida. This is some old Emmett Smith boy right here.
So I am. If anybody else wins this thing, they hate Dion. If they can figure out the hatred, that's all I got to excuse it. They can hate Dion for they don't want him to shine in any way possible.
That's the
But
only
this kid
way.
deserves it. He plays. He played more plays than everybody on the field. No
At a
excuses.
high
And
level
he
every time.
at a high level. And as you said, he got the good grades. He can. You mentioned something about he can support his family. He do it at a college. He got enough money in Colorado to support his
But I think
family.
he's smart enough to know that his little NIL is not that's not generational wealth that he's trying to create. I think he's thinking about further than what these other kids are thinking right now. As
Well,
far as NIL.
his NIL pays for his family. You know that money
Yeah.
your cousin Pookie want? That's what that
Exactly.
is.
But he's not dumb
Now,
enough to know he has bigger money out there, and he's not losing
yeah,
sight of that like some of these players are. And they just happy with their NIL deals.
nope.
Stupid.
That NFL money is his money. Him and his new
Exactly.
fiance, which I'm a little
And about to
skeptical
have
about.
twins. Well, they've been together a minute. We'll see. Let's hope he's not a big dummy, but he's about to have twins, so he's stuck like Chuck
And did and you
financially.
saw Dion say he should get a prenup before he get married.
I
I'm
don't
like,
think
it don't make
Dion
no
is
difference.
gonna
You got a
help him.
prenup if you got make a prenup. If you got kids on the way.
I
Prenup ain't got
mean,
nothing to do with that child support.
it doesn't on the child support, but it will help with all this other support that he won't have to pay.
Please,
Half and
please.
then every damn thing up. I'd rather pay my payment than you get half of what I got. So, um, we're gonna see how it go. Hopefully, kudos to him. Hopefully, he listen to Dion and get that prenup.
Yeah, yes, he's a
Whew.
good kid. I want him to listen. She getting paid either way how it works. But good luck to
Either
him.
way,
I hope he win the Heisman. I'm gonna be watching Saturday.
yes,
Watch the
Saturday
kid
night.
cry. I might even have a little tear in
I
the
can't wait
too.
to see the swag he gonna have on. Let's see what kind of swag he gonna have on.
Woo!
Oh, I
It's
know
gonna
he
be
getting it.
crazy.
Yeah, oh, it's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
good.
crazy.
So moving on along. Oh, now the other week I was really, really, really pissed off at Carolina because of how they
North,
did,
North. If she get it correct.
my boy. Now we got all these crazy ass speculation. Well, it's not even a speculation because he actually interviewed. I think he sat with him for 3 hours today. What's going on, Bill? Bill, we ain't got no spas or none of that for you and and the old owner. Come because they was in the little stuff. Don't bring any little inflate games down to college football level. But I'm assuming he's entertaining being a head coach for Carolina football. I don't see why because he's so close to his record, as an NFL coach. But he probably know he's blackballed and nobody want him, and he ain't gonna get to reach that goal because nobody's gonna pick him up. But I do think if he did go to a collegiate level, I think he could be a great coach because that's just who he is. But I don't know if kids are ready for that mindset that he's on, in college, opposed to the NFL, those type things.
Um,
So I just wonder how that will cohesively go. I heard he don't like NIL deals and all this other stuff and the childishness of kids. What you thinking? What you think?
whew, well, okay. I think it's the opposite of that. Now, first, the reason I think he would take the North Carolina job is because he's trying to set his son up for success. He going to some plan that he'll coach in North Carolina for a couple of years, and they give his son the job because that's what he was trying to do in the NFL too. So that's number
Okay.
one, setting up a plan that way. Number two, he likes North Carolina because he can leave his office at the stadium and go to his little fiance's dorm room because she's been 22, 24 years old. She can probably go to camp. She get a
I'm
scholarship,
leaving.
and he
I'm
go
leaving
straight
the
to the
show.
dorm room. Her 24-year-old tail.
Gone. Damn it.
So, but on a serious note, because he does have, but yeah, the serious note is, I think because the NIL is the reason why he would think about it. Because now he doesn't have to recruit. He can do like he does in the NFL. Listen, we got $20 million. Listen, if you come to play for me, I can pay you $1 million to come play for me, and I'm going to show you how to go play for. So I think he would negotiate it like a GM head coach of the NFL and use the money aspect versus the recruiting aspect. He'd probably get other people to go out and recruit. Okay, who do we need to talk to? You go talk to them. But when they come to sit in front of me, listen, I got $1.5 million slotted for you. I will make you disciplined and I will show you how to be a pro. Come to North Carolina. And I got connections. Kind of like a Dion scenario. It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
but Dion is a little more younger and youthful and understand what's going on. Just like Paul said, he may be a bit much for Gen Z kids. If
But
you watch the Aaron Hernandez stories, I mean,
I,
just
I,
get a
no,
little.
dude, I,
I
dude, I watched the whole
mean,
thing.
I'm
Thought it was
just
hilarious.
saying this man is a little weird. You know what I mean?
But
Awkward. So. Mm.
But you're right, he's a little younger than Dion, but the same concept comes into play. These kids are trying to support their family. And if you coming out of high school, town in the mountains of North Carolina, and they call you and you go sit in front of Belichick and he offered you $1.5 million and told you, I'm going to put you in a position to go pro to make more money, you're going to sign with them.
I mean, yeah, I think he would.
You,
Would he be a
you,
successful coach? Yes, this man is brilliant. I mean, shoot, Carolina will be a powerhouse overnight. I personally think, but we're gonna
yeah,
see if he's entertaining just because he is so close from hitting his record in the NFL. No one goes backwards. He probably this is a record. Whoever went backwards. So to that extent, from being the Hall of
listen,
Fame coach that he is,
it's just a chance to be closer to his 24-year-old girlfriend on campus. Let
I
her
ain't
move
fooling.
on and be happy with
We are moving on.
be
I ain't
happy
fooling
with
with
you.
you. I am not. So we'll see how this work out with Bill. I'm sure this will uncover as we go along. I am very sure we will. But we had
Yeah.
to see. I just want to see how y'all felt about that. But anywho,
He said he'd make a decision by the end of the week. So y'all
for real,
so North Carolina, yeah, the decision will be by the end of the week
he's
if he's
gonna
gonna take
take
the
it.
job.
He's gonna take it. I'm putting my bets on it. If I had to do my take, he's taking it. Anybody agree
Okay,
with
well,
me, Paul? I think he's gonna take it. Well, we're gonna see by the end of the week. We'll know
that
Saturday. We'll talk about it Saturday.
that'll help the ACC. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna
Oh
tell you right now
my
that
goodness,
would
yeah.
happen to help the ACC right.
Hey, we're gonna see how it go. But
We'll
on
see.
to a little bit of some. We always every now and again we got a little sadder moment, but I do like to give roses when you need to. Um, this week we did have a death in our community. Rest in peace to Nikki Giovanni. She is a poet. She was a poet, an activist, author, and leader. So definitely want to give that little respect out. Rest in peace. Um, hopefully everyone knows who Nikki Giovanni is. Hopefully you've read a poem or two from her. Definitely, definitely an inspiring person that we've lost in this world that made a big contribution to our community.
I'm going to say this. Yeah, I was a fan of Nicky Giovanni. I know this has nothing to do with sports, but
No,
this has to do with life. And 2024 has been taking a lot of people from us. I just want this year to end quick because we losing really well, and we losing the best of us too. There's still a lot of us here. We're losing a lot of the best of us that are out there that have made a difference in the whole aspect of everything else. So, rest in peace to Miss Giovanni and to her family. The
Exactly.
world is going to be just a little more sad today than tomorrow because she's not around. So,
Exactly. But definitely we want to pay our respects uh, to people who cultivate our community and things of that nature. So rest in peace, Miss Giovanni. All right, so we're gonna move right on. Just a little snippet of the MLB. Good gracious, man! Listen,
good call.
man, what I gotta do? What I gotta
I
do? What
listen.
I gotta do? I'll give
This is
birth to
making me.
another kid if you can guarantee me he gonna be an MLB player. I'll
I ain't got
drop
to guarantee.
another
I'm,
one.
I'm gonna make him one. We ain't gonna guarantee it. I'm gonna make him one. From birth, he gonna have a glove in his hand. From birth, when he lift his arm, he gonna have a bat in his hand. We gonna make him one. Oh my gosh.
Can you believe this man just signed $765 million for 15 years? I don't know the stipulation, something about 5 years, is only get it all anyway. I don't know if he get traded, they still gotta pay him, or the other team gotta take on the contract. Some miss, but it's like 56 million, somewhere between 50 and 60, 55, 60 million a year for 15 years. And this has nothing to do with endorsements, all
Nope.
the other money.
Nope.
Oh my God.
Nope.
And this is early
Look,
in the year. So I don't think he's going to end up being the highest paid. There's going to be some more contracts signed. There's going to be even more than this, I believe.
I'm gonna say this. There's a little something behind this, and I'll say
Tell
this
me.
because he was playing for the Yankees and he signed with. Nobody leaves the Yankees to go to the Mets.
You do for
Nobody.
765 million.
Hold on. The Yankees offered him 760 million. So it was right there. It
I don't know if it's
$5
5
million.
million less. That's five.
Hold on. But it was one less year, so it balanced itself out. It so I don't think it's just the money's amazing, and he was gonna get paid regardless of where he's going. You can do that. But why? The secret is why did he leave the Yankees to go to the Mets?
Why do you think?
Yankees just came off the World Series,
Well, why do
and the
you
Mets
think?
play in the National League. They got to play the Dodgers. They ain't going.
Well, why do
So the
you think he
question
left?
I don't. I think there's something he didn't like somebody on the Yankees. I don't think he liked Aaron Judge. I don't think there's somebody on that team. He said, "You know what? I'm a superstar, and you ain't what you supposed to be, and I'm gonna go ahead. And I'm gonna make this over here." And I hope he makes the Mets. What relevant is the word I'm looking for,
Oh,
but
wow.
it don't make no difference at 56 million. I don't care how relevant you are. I'm gonna get paid. I don't care what your
But he's
relevancy
stuck for
is.
15 years, though. I hope he know this. He's just saying, I'm going to walk off in the sunset with this one because that's
He's
a long time.
26 years old, so
Oh,
he's
my
still only
goodness.
gonna be in baseball. He's only gonna be what 40. So
Yeah, he can sign another contract after that.
he
Okay.
can he can
Yeah.
say this dude, and if he goes somewhere else, he still get paid. It don't make no
You
difference.
know what? Paul said there's a perfectly good question I want to know. How can MLB afford these contracts? Does anybody still watch it?
Uh, everybody outside of this community, yes,
You know
everybody still
what?
watch baseball.
I do have some. Brandy found something a few weeks back, and I actually have. I will bring this. I will actually post this, Paul, just so that you can see. It basically had each sport and how they're paid, how the players get paid, where the money come in from the organization, whether it's TV, whether it's endorsements, where it's coming from. I actually have those, and I actually have it for the MLB, and it's for 2024. So I would definitely like to know. I'm gonna look and see where it's coming in because it definitely ain't from commercial. I think it's people heading out to the ballpark buying hot dogs and beer all damn day.
Well, this dude got paid because the ownership is richer than God, and I think they got cable money, so they can spend as much money as they can, so it don't make no difference how they're throwing their money around. That's how they get paid.
And
So
baseball
you
games ain't
right,
even that expensive. I don't even get it.
but they play 182 of them, so they're not expensive. If you can get 5 million every whatever it is, 182, 61 times or 62 whatever times. Each time you get your money, plus television contracts, plus endorsements, plus Nike deals, plus Under Armour, all of these things that are happening, and then you got the ownerships who are billionaires. It's what it
I
is.
mean,
What up,
yeah.
JB? I see you watching. But I
Hey,
but I'm
JB.
but I'm telling you, all I need to do is I need to talk to my wife and see if we can find a little boy. If we can maybe get or whatever and get him out there with a baseball glove.
We got to do something.
Listen,
Something. We got to do something. Adopt a kid. I'm gonna adopt a 16-year-old. Somebody that's good in
I'm,
baseball.
oh no, I'm gonna adopt the 4 year. I'm gonna get him early. I'm gonna get dude. I'm gonna put my time in because by the time he's 16, he's gonna be already in the minor leagues. By 16, he's gonna be in the minor leagues making their money. That's what's gonna happen.
Damn it, so well. Well, kudos
But
to him with his generational money. They'll have money till the century of 3000. So it's like 30,
yes,
25, and they still spending his money. So shit, like.
that's crazy.
But we
That's
are
crazy.
going to move right on along. Now, I did want to give a little shout out um, to a little hometown favorite back home. We have a little kid. He pretty good. He pretty good, y'all.
Here's another one.
Yeah, he
Here's another
sure
one.
is. Yeah, he sure is. It's our take. When you have somebody from Georgetown that's good, holla at me. We can throw him on the show too. But I'm gonna give my
Okay.
kudos. ESPN top 25 high school basketball players. We do have Mr. Junior Smith out of Lincoln, North Carolina. He is a 6'4". He's 6'4". He's only a sophomore. But anybody out there that knows Mama, tell her I'm praying for him. We need to get a fund up to help feed this kid because he's 6'4". I'm not feeding him. Putting him in a group home. But no, he's a really good kid. This kid is already hit 1,000 points. He's a sophomore in high school. Actually, he missed the end of last season. I think he had an injury. So that should tell you right there. He lost a few games that other kids are playing. He's still at 1,000 points. Just hit that. Man, that is crazy. But he is ranked number 25 on ESPN. So wanted to give him a shout out. Of course, everybody wants him. Oh man, this kid is gonna be pretty bad. We're gonna be talking about this one, and this is my high school,
Well,
my
well,
alma mater.
listen. I'm gonna give a shout out to the kid, and I wish him nothing but luck. But of course, you represent the whole Western North Carolina in your area, so so
I'm
him
trying to
going to
tell you.
Lincoln or whatever don't make no. I wish nothing but luck, and I hope he goes to North Carolina and wins the national championship for you, and
Well, he ain't
whatever
gonna
you
go.
want him to
He won't
do,
go to South Carolina.
because that's only because he doesn't have enough sense to know what the real school is. He gonna go to North Carolina because
Oh,
that's what he. We're not
oh
gonna talk
man.
about that. We're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna go there between the difference. We're not looking for a 95-year-old football head coach. So there's a
Right.
difference in us. Right?
Right.
Let's
But
go.
they
Let's
play
go.
basketball. We're on basketball.
Yeah.
But no, but shout out
Well.
though, real talk. Shout out to
Yeah.
Mr. Smith. Keep doing your thing. Heard he's an upstanding kid in the community and in school, things of that nature. So just wanted to really give him a shout out. Hometown favorite, Lincoln High School, Junior Smith. Y'all better watch him. You better keep watch. So we're gonna move right on along, and y'all are y'all ready for this now? I don't know who's watching, but I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I was on the plane. Let me tell y'all a little story. I was on the plane, right, flying back Sunday, and
Mm-hmm.
we're sitting on the runway. We're already back in Dallas, and I've gotten to cut my phone on as I go to sleep. So I didn't have America's little Wi-Fi to watch no football in there. So when I landed, I started watching the TCU South Carolina game. Listen, I cut it on in the nick of time. If you did not see it, USC South Carolina player, she actually dunked. I know she's dunked. I think maybe 3 times prior in the last 2 seasons, something of that nature. I know Torrence knows the exact number. I have
Yes, I
yet
do.
to be able to watch it or see it. The last person I saw dunk was Charlotte Smith, who I love to death from Carolina. She dunked on North Carolina A&T women. Sure did in the first quarter. So outside of that, and that was back in like 96, 97 or something around that time. So Ashland Watkins, my goodness. She had me screaming on the plane. I was like, she done. I had all the men on the plane just crowding around trying to see my phone waiting on the replay. So yeah, we on the plane. True story, no lie. So definitely wanted to give her a shout out. Of course, you know we got a little footage for you. We got a little footage for you when you ready. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and say what you got to say. Go ahead. Let me give you the floor.
Well, you're correct. She's a junior. She has dunked 3 times. Once a year, she's dunked against Clemson, South Carolina State, and now against TCU.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the other 2, she was breaking away. This one was a little bit different. That girl tried to catch him. She got a little.
Man, first off, she saw her getting her steps in, so I don't even know why she jumped. You know when you come around there, you get those steps in. Even the men do it. When you get
You're
those
like, okay,
steps in, like why would you even go up in the air? You trying to be a poster right there. Man.
And she got posterized. She went up and boop, and that turned the game around. That was it. TCU was done at the rest of it. Nothing they could.
Done.
And now I'm disappointed I didn't go because I could have seen it. My fault.
I tried to get you to go, but then my flight didn't come in enough time. But yeah, definitely. Final score they put a hurting on them, 85-52. Yeah, South Carolina ain't playing with nobody right now, and Ashland, she really put a hurting on them. I want you guys to be able to see the full effect. So let's go ahead and watch this here clip. Let's watch this. Oh man. Got a steps in, and then you gonna come. What did she come underneath her for? Does and then first off, she done yacked her, done stole the ball. Y'all, yeah.
But okay, we saw the dunk, and you saw the whole play. If you watch the whole play, that young lady from TCU blocked her layup.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, was that the same person who blocked the layup? Because I'm like, she's trying to come back thinking she gonna block again. That wasn't.
She blocked her layup. Then Ashley Watkins ran down and stole it from the other girl, and then went down the court, and then that girl came and she yacked it on him. Well, listen, I like the move Watkins did because she literally didn't give up after getting her shot blocked. I didn't expect her to dunk, but she didn't give it. But everybody after the game, the girls were like, they said she dunks every day in practice, and she told them she would get one.
Sometimes she'll dunk in warm ups, but she really, yeah. This girl can. She has hops. And how tall is she? I know you know.
6'2", 6'2", 6'3".
So for all you out there, she's 6'2". That's it. It's not that high. So yeah, definitely wanted you guys to take a look at that. If you didn't, there you go. Ashley Walker, and she does this. Okay, she probably do it more often if she didn't think she'd get fussed out. So, you know.
And Farrah, you know what the best thing is?
What? Oh man, I thought you put the cuckoo up. He ain't put the cuckoo up.
But you said you ain't gonna use it until the girls' basketball, and that's back.
He did. I did. So. Hey, it is what it is. But y'all know what time it is. It's time for NFL. We're going to swing through these pretty quick. I know I got you guys out here, scratching your feet together under the covers. I get it. So definitely want to get you guys out of here. But NFL. We missed a week. Sorry. We got to go back through this stuff just a little bit. Not too much. Week 14. Week 14, what did we have going on? Well, first off, I guess I'll go ahead and we need to go over our TikTok picks real quick and let Mr. TT know if he is a loser again or not.
Wow. That's kind of harsh.
We need to let him. I mean, I'm just saying either you're a loser or you're not a loser. I won't call you a winner.
You're Ricky Bobby? You're the winner?
Either you're a loser or you're not. That's what it is. Either I'm a winner or I'm not. So that's how we're going to do this. So I'll take
first. If it ain't first, you last.
If it ain't first, you last. Okay. But but the clock has to be right when it's broke to again twice a day. So TT, you got me. 10-11. And it was them damn Saints because they didn't want to come marching in. They want to come marching in on the wrong week.
And they lost their quarterback for the year, so now Spencer Rattler will be starting. But thank you. I like to thank the small. Thank God for every black person speaks. I want to thank God for allowing me being able to pick. And then I want to thank my mom. She can shout out my boy from college. What's up, wife, everybody. If the champ is here, y'all will see the chain back over there. You know that chain she had? I gotta go snatch it back like Debo and bring it back to the house. So I have my chain on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say about that. No, that's nothing else to talk about.
You good? I
Let
gave
me
you the
hold on.
spill.
Wait a minute. The champ is here. Okay, we good. We good.
All right. Yeah, whatever. So he won one game by one game, y'all. It's not that serious. We're not even. It's not that serious. But
If,
anyway, yeah,
if it's
you
not
won.
if it's not that serious, hey, why not look at her? Why she look mad? If it's not that serious, why she don't look like she ready to slap somebody? That's all I got to say about that.
Mm-mm. One game. That's all I'm gonna say. One game. One game.
That's all it
Oh,
takes.
We're gonna go on over to the playoff picture, the NFL.
All right, let's talk
We have
about
a
what
lot
happened
of
last
them
week.
that's eliminated already. Gone. We done with you. Out of here.
Okay.
Going back to business. So eliminated. We got New York. We got the Raiders. We got the Jaguars. We
Hold on,
got.
hold on. Do it slow because there's another. I want to hear it again.
We have
We
the
heard.
New York Giants,
See
the
you.
Raiders,
Holla
the
at you.
Jaguars.
Peace.
We have the Patriots. The
Goodbye.
Sorry, Paul, the Titans.
We won't remember you.
Yes, no, not remembering the Titans. And unfortunately, Cleveland, yeah, he's still hoping, praying for God to rebuke those pick six. So he's got to keep maybe next year. And the
Well,
biggest elimination that I love and enjoy is true and holds dear to my heart would be those fighting Jets. Jets.
Jets.
Out of here, buddy. Get him
The
out of
fight.
here.
Yeah.
Get him
Listen.
out of here.
Devontae Adams. Enjoy the rest of your.
Going back to Vegas. They might take him back.
Um, the greatest quarterback ever. Can't win a game in New York. 3 victories. 3. They had more victories last year when they had worse quarterback.
Man, listen.
What is this? But you know
Man,
what? I'm not going to talk about the
I
Jets.
got
I don't want to talk
a
about Jets
situation
fans.
about a quarterback that we're going to have to see how this is going to work out in just a few. But the people that are in, I think everybody knows AFC's been clinched, NFC, Chiefs, Bills, Lions, Eagles. There it is,
Yep.
1 and 2. They're already there. We got everybody else in the hunt. You see AFC, we got the Steelers. Y'all still there. Y'all make it on in. Your wild card game. Texans, Ravens, Chargers, and who? Them Broncos, baby. The Broncos. Okay. Told you they were going to the playoffs. You didn't believe me. NFC, we got Seahawks, Bucks, Vikings, Packers, and Commanders are still holding in there. We're gonna see. We got a
Holding
chance.
on.
They got a chance. They got a chance. Well, they're in there. They're right there. But on the bubble, I ain't got the Colts, Dolphins, the Bengals. I hope the Bengals get in. Rams will probably get in. Falcons no go. Cardinals, 49ers. Man, Saints, Cow. Man, look, why are they even on the bubble? Just say eliminated. Why the Cowboys not eliminated?
Because technically, somebody ahead of them can have 4 losses.
Yeah.
Maybe and they went out. If they lose another one, it's over.
That was a waste
So,
of me scrolling down my page to see they name Panthers and Bears and come on, man.
but
Oh
did you
my.
watch the game? Did you watch the game on Disney Plus? Bart
Man,
that
I
was
was
great though.
very intrigued on that one. And they played it replay all night long, so you can't help but see it. Cause yeah, Bart and them was
That
tripping
was
on there. The little
that was
sister,
tripping.
she was
She was
running.
quick, didn't she?
She was running them in, boy. Yes,
Oh,
sir. Yes,
that's
she did. They need to do more stuff like that. The anime was really cool. I did like it. I know they do, Splash and all this other stuff like for the Super Bowl. But I think they did the whole game as an anime. It was pretty cool.
yep, they
I
did,
don't know how they did
and
that.
it was pretty cool too. So,
Yeah, that was the coolest thing. But just wanted to go over those. Just wanted to go over that
but
just a minute. Go ahead.
but fair. That just means one thing:
What?
Cowboys lost in cartoon world and in real life. My fault. My fault. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
Yes, he
Stays
did.
here.
Yeah, he
So my
did.
fault. My
And
fault,
I'm
Cowboy
here
fans. My
for it.
fault.
And I'm here for it. I am here for it. But we're gonna move right along. Talk about a couple of these games that we did have. Let's see. We had a couple games this weekend that was decent. I ain't pull out all of them. I can tell you that. No, Packers beat. Well, Packers lost to the Lions. So, right there. How'd you feel about that?
I think we both picked the Lions on that one, so that was not a. They were
Yeah.
playing at home. It was a good.
Yeah.
I'm not. We're not going to talk about that fourth down play that everybody thought he should. That's what Campbell does, and listen, do what you do to be successful. So
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, y'all see my 9-1 and 1-1. Yeah, the Lions are not 1-1. I need to add another one in there, but y'all know what it do. Y'all know what it do, but yes, the Lions did win. They pulled that on out. So, they rumbling on along. So that was a really good game, though. That was a pretty good
yeah,
game.
pretty good game. Pretty good game.
But this next game, let me tell you something. If you know how I always swear now, there's always a good loss and a bad win.
Hmm.
That would be this game.
So
This was an absolute horrible win for the Eagles. Like y'all really almost lost this game.
they should have lost the game. Leggett dropped the pass. That was a touchdown, and I was just because he was wide open. Dude put it on him. Everything looked good. I thought he caught it, and touched the ground with it. But you are correct. Apparently, it's a bad win for Philly because since then, quarterback and one of the wide receivers don't belong no more. Friendship
What?
they talk about is over. The dude ain't getting no passes, but how are you gonna get 100,000 passes when you not now you got Saquon back? What are you supposed to do? I
What?
mean,
I
what you
mean, really?
complaining about? For
You
real,
win.
I can't understand
I
what you
guess
complain
he
about. You
wants some
winning.
clout. He wants some clout. He want in there too. He's not. His name ain't being said enough. So I
I
don't
get
know.
it.
Philly's going to get something together. They're going to get put out. The playoffs. Period. They're going to get put out.
Listen, they got the most talent in the NFC, and if they're gonna let jealousy and I'm not getting a come between me winning the Super Bowl, then that just tells you what kind of person you are. I'm getting my money. Let me get the ring, then I'm gonna get more money. That's what's gonna happen.
And it's the end
Let's
of the
just do it.
season. It's too late in the season for these types of quarrels in locker room. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, something else? Is he messing with your wife? Like, did you get caught cheating? Like, what happened? Something going on.
Listen, all I know is last year the dude had like 106. This year he got 40. So I get what's going. He ain't getting the passes. There's more talent around that he's not gonna get his.
Man,
But just be ready when your number's called. That's all you need to be. But we'll see. They have a really tough game this weekend. We're talking. They played the Pittsburgh Steelers, so we'll see what happens.
yeah, they're going to
The
have to get
Battle
it
of
together.
Pennsylvania.
They're going to have to get it
They got to
together,
get
and they're
together.
probably going to lose to to the Steelers. So they're going to have to get it together. But we'll see how it go for them. But yeah, that was a horrible loss for them. Seahawks and the Cardinals. Gino doing something out there.
Yeah, but Pocket Hercules killing me. Every time I pick him,
You sure do. You keep going for him.
I keep trying. But then
He up one
Gino
week,
got
then
some.
he down.
But Gino has something going on, and that defense
Yes.
well, and they're separated from that division because that division is easy because they ain't no everybody else hurt except for
Everybody
those
hurt.
Rams. We'll talk about that later,
Yeah,
but
everybody hurt.
but everybody hurt out there. But Seattle's going to be one of those tough outs in the playoffs. Y'all keep playing; it'll be tough,
I seen a
and
post
they
where
don't
they
mind
said
playing in the cold.
they don't, and they play good. I seen a post where somebody said they had Ted Bundy was going to be the starting running back for the 49ers.
Oh my gosh! Oh
It's
no!
getting bad out there. It's getting bad out there. Purdy be get
It's
hurt.
getting real bad.
Get hurt, man. Like a fake
Sit
hurt. I
down.
don't mean a real one. Just
Go
get
sit
hurt.
down somewhere.
Please and
Exactly.
thank you. So next game, Bills and Rams. Man. 44-42.
Whew. What? What?
I thought, man, but you know what? That was still one of his best games. That was still one of Josh Allen's best games.
6 touchdowns. 3 passing, 3 rushing, 6 touchdowns. He did everything he possibly could do in the history. Still lost. And I know I'm not gonna say they lost. The Rams beat them because the Rams played the ball.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford is becoming, and them receivers, in the core.
They clicking at
Cooper
the right
Kupp,
time. They clicking at the right time. They
they
clicking
are
at the right
clicking,
time.
and
And
they need to.
they're gonna upset somebody in a wild card game.
Yeah. So
They're
now
gonna
listen to
upset.
this. You got a Seattle team, Rams, Lions, and Eagles, and you got some Tampa
Broncos.
Bay, AFC man. I mean NFC, Tampa Bay, and
So that's
you
seven
may
games.
slip in these teams. These teams, the NFC gonna be tough.
It
Detroit
is.
better stay home. If Detroit got home field, then they'll slip right on through.
Well,
So
that was a game for the ages, but I tell you what, this game right here, I'm so over them. Man, listen, I man, God must be a Kansas City Chief fan. God himself,
no,
all the angels, everybody in heaven is a Chiefs fan. Because I do not know how they keep pulling these games out. They are the worst team in the NFL, but the best team.
I think it's the opposite. I think they made a plan with the devil. They made a deal with the devil. I think it's the opposite side. They made a deal with the devil. They giving up their soul for these victories. They showed sucking the life out of every team at the last second,
I just
and
don't
it's amazing.
understand. But you know what? It's not going. It's gonna catch up with them. It's just, and I think it's gonna catch up at the wrong time.
As long as it
Playoffs.
catch up, as long as it catches them, that's all I'm hoping.
Hey,
Because all it needs is a chance.
catch
All
up
you
pour
need is a
slow.
chance.
Catch up pour slow at the bottom, but it does drip. I'm trying to
Uh,
this ain't no squeeze bottle with them. I'm trying to tell you,
no,
boy, man, listen. Who coming up on one of the last games that I do want to go over? Father God, the Cowboys. Anybody, y'all. Anybody? Is there
we're listening.
anybody out there? Anybody
How
listening?
do you take the victory, took the feet in the jaws of victory, and how they flip that? You had a punt blocked.
Oh my
All you
God.
had to do was move out the way, and you would have been in field goal range to win the game. And somehow, some way, some young gentleman, I'm not gonna call his name, bad for him, the ball touched him. He tried to catch the ball. Cincinnati got it. Next thing you know, Lisa was in the end zone. Throw it from Lisa was in the end zone, and it was game over at that point. I started to feel bad for Cowboy fans, and they're Cowboys fans. No, I didn't feel bad for
Never.
them at all.
I thought it was hilarious. But you
No.
know what? In case people didn't see it, let's watch it.
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness.
I love watching the Cowboys kill themselves, as they always do. Look at that poor guy. Y'all think he gonna? Now he just got activated. He just got activated. I think he's probably gonna be deactivated. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
say he's gonna be deactivated. Yeah.
think it's over. My microphone even fell out. I didn't even want to hear
See,
talk about Cowboys.
exactly. But block punt. Know the rules of the game, man. Let it bounce out of bounds. It could have done anything. Just
Just
stay
move out the way.
away. Just move. I
Just
mean,
move
I
out the
know
way.
they train football players on that. Just get out. Special teams.
Yeah, that special teams. I think that's the
One on
first thing
one.
lesson. 101. First lesson. If you block the punt, move out the way, fool. Just get out the way.
Can't
Move.
fair catch.
Get out the way. Get out the way.
What you think
Get
gonna
out
fair
the way.
catch it?
Something
I
just
don't know. I don't know what he thought, but he wasn't thinking, and that was hilarious. Which leads me to this. That's all I really got to say about them. Michael Parsons said it all for me. Man, did you see him on that sideline? Then he took off. He looked like he looked like oh when Debo took his chain off on Friday. That was my mama chain. He
my
ran.
mama did.
When he put that alarm on the car, windows go down. That's what he looked like running to the locker room before the
That,
clock went to zero.
that was my mama victory. They took my mama victory away from me. Cause they showed snatched that chain, touched that ball, man.
Yeah, but
Listen,
you see how these quarterbacks, they just want to check and see if y'all still them boys. You see all them quarterbacks and them put y'all down this year.
y'all still them boys though? Are they still them boys?
Oh, you still them
Do
boys.
we?
That's are y'all
Uh,
still them boys? I need somebody. Y'all let us know
well,
how that work out for y'all this year. But yeah, the Cowboys, y'all are stupid. Period. Just forfeit the last two games. What does it really matter? Like seriously, just forfeit them.
just sit down somewhere.
But we checking in on y'all. We'll check y'all post next week.
We will do that.
We will do that. And we have come down to Thursday night football. Who you got? Is this your pick? Your first pick for this week?
I'm going for the Rams. I'm going with the
Uh,
Rams.
you might as well, because them dang 49ers, I'm not putting no bets on them. I wouldn't put a dirty shoe on them. I'm just not. Yeah. Yeah, I can't put nothing on them. Nope, nope. Hey, Terrell, how are you? Thank you for joining this evening with us. So, yes, Rams, I'm going to have to go with you. Sorry. I am not going for the 49ers. I'm not. Um, so, yeah, they play this Thursday night. Nah, I mean, if you ain't got nothing else to watch, yeah, we'll
True
see.
indeed. True indeed.
But
They got nothing
outside
else
of
to
that, if
watch.
you ain't got nothing else to watch, we'll wait till Sunday. But for the last part of the show, we are going to go over. I do have a news you can't use. I threw this in at the last minute.
Uh
Sorry,
oh.
Torrence. Yeah, Torrence
Uh
never
oh.
knows what I have for news you can't use. He just know what the topic is. He never sees the picture.
Jeez. What up, Terrell?
All right, this week is going to be about Mr. Lamar Jackson. So I seen this post, and fans always got something to say. Well, on this news you can't use, I'm just wondering how you guys feel about how many rings Lamar don't have. Just some news you can't use. We got, and
Wow.
these are quarterbacks that we don't care too much about, like Eli. Y'all trash Eli. He got in because of his pappy. Ole Miss, but he got two rings. Big Ben is the forever
Don't you dare.
pocket passer. He can't. Turtles move slower than him. Okay, turtles move slower. He has two. Now we have Mr. Lamar Jackson that can do everything. The abominable quarterback slash running back, and he only got lollipops. he got ring. He got sucker rings.
Wait a minute. Doesn't Joe Flacco even have a ring?
Dang nabbit, yes,
Oh,
yes. So that's all I'm saying. So y'all gonna get off of this thing, Lamar Jackson boat, because Lamar ain't doing nothing for you. He ain't doing nothing this year. He got old boy. You seen he's been on Facebook with cornrows. I keep seeing it over there. Looking, man, why
he took his braids out. Derrick Henry
he look
braids
like
out.
he look like Sugar Bear from Set It Off. You know what I'm
Can't
talking
fool with
about?
you. I can't fool with you.
Queen Latifah.
No,
Whoa.
I'm not gonna fool
That's
with
what he
you.
look like when man, just go back to just wear the afro or something, but take them braids out. Please. Hey Lisa, thank you for joining. So yeah, you look like Sugar Bear when you get
I
high.
ain't listen. I ain't fooling with you. That's a big boy. I don't want to be in the
Right, the tractor
when
trailer.
that mobile home coming down the track. I don't want to be no.
But point is, this news you can't use. The two horrible quarterbacks people really talk trash about all the time has more rings than Lamar, who y'all give
Did
him
you
so
say
much.
horrible?
They're
Did you
not
say
horrible,
horrible?
but
Don't you
Ben
don't you
was a
don't you
pocket passer forever
don't
for
you
eternity. He couldn't. Yeah, he can't outrun a turtle. And Eli, I don't
what
know. He
time to
made
talk
it
about my
happen.
Steelers?
But
I'm
point is,
saying,
get something besides these damn ring lollipops,
you know what I'm saying?
Lamar.
Last time your team won the Super Bowl, your quarterback was 75 years old. I mean, I
So
ain't gonna talk
first
about
off,
nobody.
no, you will not.
No, you're not gonna talk about my people.
We've
I'm
won the Super
saying.
Bowl in the last 10 years. When was the last time the Steelers won? Have y'all won one
Oh,
since us? I know how many you got. Shut up. I know how
hold on
many you
now.
got. And when was the
Hold on
last
now.
time you won one before you start talking about me? We've won one since
Listen.
y'all.
Excuse me. Let me get my statement correct. Your quarterback was still 75 different.
With a broke neck, and we won. With a broke neck, and we won. You leave my Peyton
So,
alone. Peyton or Peyton,
listen,
whichever.
Peyton, debating Manning.
Debating
He
the
can be
Peyton
all
and
of.
Peyton.
He can be all he want to be. His big old head. So
Shut
you gonna
up.
talk about Eli? You better big
Whatever.
head, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Anyhow, yes, guys. So we have come to the end of our show. Hey, Mr. Shelton, thank you for joining. Yeah, we've been out of here, so you got to watch us on replay because we wind it back. So yeah, guys,
Rewind it
thank
back.
you guys for joining us this evening. If you have not, please go out, like, share, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, on YouTube. We try to go live on our Tech page, but the podcast guys are not working well with me right now. So we're gonna get it there. I want to make sure we get moved over to that page eventually. So you keep an eye out. But thank you for joining. We'll be back on Saturday at 10 a.m. Central, 11 Eastern. TT, what you got for the people out here?
Thank you. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of the Our Take family, and we're
Yes,
gonna keep
sir.
this thing moving.
We're
That's
gonna
all.
keep it moving. Until Saturday, you guys keep it classy. And we out.